what's up, Royce? Wait, there's a dog named Dexter? Where are y'all? Yo, I've never seen that before. Where are y'all? Are y'all at the vet? So, say huh? That's crazy. Wait, y'all at the vet, huh? Yeah, okay. Is the dog okay? Y'all just gonna check up? What'd you say, Royce? No, I said what's good with your dog? Your dog okay? Royal, I mean, that's a Royal. Roman, okay? Hey. Oh, what's up, Roman? Hey, Royal.
Hey, Royal.
What's up? Okay.
Right, bye.
Bye. They were calling me because they saw a dog with the name Dexter at the vet. That was crazy, bro. This has never called me before. That was cool. It made me feel real. Alright. What was it? Focus.
What are you doing?
I was just trying to write down.
Oh, God.
This is what happens when you leave me.
Don't. I don't know you're gonna be
I just did it. I'm doing the best I can. I slapped in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. the chamber once again.
Yes.
I'm Pierce. This is Dolores Galore. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling. We are. Oh, we got sound going. Hold on. Let's fix this
Yeah,
shit.
it's that Facebook. It's like 30 seconds behind.
Right. Checking all our streams and shit, making sure
Hey,
everything's
the
good.
fam's
Yo,
here.
what's good?
We got Ren Flowers, DJ Fairy Godmother, Young Shavuya,
Yeah. All the big names.
all the big names, all the day ones.
Yeah. Can you turn the sound off the Twitch?
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. Bear with us for a second, y'all. We're getting our setup
Yeah,
good
getting
and
it
to go.
together.
Trying some new shit today. Gonna interview DJ Fairy Godmother a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Got
Yes.
new video called 3 from their album Monolith, which you can purchase on Bandcamp. Also got Sam Shaheen today, who goes
Yes.
by This Is Your Brain on Drums on Instagram. Gonna play one of his videos today as well. So stick around for that shit. Let me get the vibes popping and get this music going so we can, you know what I'm saying, feel good. Hey, Cucumbers and Coffee. What's up, y'all?
Oh, nice. On the Young YouTube.
Yeah. We're all here. Gang's all here.
Oh, we gotta play DJ Fairy Godmother's, or actually the Foe.
The foe.
The Foe,
Exactly.
aka DJ Fairy Godmother.
Yes. We'll,
Play Monolith while we're live today.
yep. As you can see, our green screen situation is extra green screen
Yeah.
today. We're like, it's freaking out right now. That's cool. Whatever. We're just gonna leave it like this, because we don't get better.
Yes, big names, big hair, exactly.
Yeah.
You remember when we were like hanging out with Ben and I think it was Hillary, and Hillary was like, "Hey, have you seen a couple like people just walk by or whatever?" And they were like, "The people with the really big hair." You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, those people.
Hell yeah.
That's us.
Can everybody hear everything okay? Just so we're clear before we move any further.
Yeah, I see Sam, Mike.
Does the mics need to louder? Okay, it needs to come up. All right, let's make us louder. How's that?
What if you, do the mics directly instead of everything?
Oh yeah.
Is
There
that
we go.
better?
There we go. Now we in there. Now we in
Yeah.
there for real.
I feel like I was far away.
I felt so far away. So far away.
So far away.
So far away. Welcome to our R&B hour, where we just sing everything that y'all say in R&B ballads.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope y'all are ready for that. Yes, much better.
Much
right,
better.
cool. Word. So we were also on YouTube and Facebook Live while this is happening. Thank God.
Right.
Finally got it to work for whatever reason, however the fuck, whatever reason it was not working last time. We don't know, but we don't care anymore. So, shout out.
Oh
to
yeah, Facebook wasn't working last time. I was like, what wasn't working?
fucking Facebook.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we are coordinating outfits. I didn't
Hey,
think
we didn't
about.
even plan this.
We really didn't.
That's what's up. Yo, my shit's fading into the green screen. Look at that. I ain't got nobody. I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, shit, y'all. Minneapolis City Council unanimously approves dismantling the police. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Some good news today.
You know, some kind of good news. It's nice to have. And yeah, basically, like, you know, it was a 12-0 vote, I guess, from the council, and they put a proposal, and like the proposal basically is like they would replace the police department with a community safety and violence prevention, which like I guess means, what is it? Let's see, like they would have responsibility for like public safety services and like prioritizing a kind of like public health approach rather than, you know, like beat the shit out of them and ask questions later. So that's cool. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that actually works out, you know. I did want to bring this up. We did want to bring this up, like, you know, obviously to talk about that and be like, wow, cool. But also, like, big question is like, okay, so what is that going to look like? You know what I mean? What is dismantling the police going to look like? What is, you know, providing this, what is it, the community safety and violence prevention? Like, what does that look like, and how's that going to work, you know? Like, I'm super curious because, like, I like, honestly, yeah, it's like, for one, you know, we've had police for so long, so it's hard to imagine, like, a life without it in a weird, sick way. But, like, you know, obviously bad shit's still gonna happen, so it's like, how do we now then deal with that, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. a boy is curious.
Yeah, exactly. Like some type of Law and Order, but just not as aggressive. Like,
Right. Yeah. Maybe not like, oh, if they're running from you.
yeah,
let's
that's what I
shoot
was just
them.
thinking. And I was like, we were watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We've been watching
Shout
that
out.
like nonstop for like 2 weeks. And there was an episode where Buffy was running, and then the cops just like shoot at her. And you know, back in the 90s, I looked at that as like, oh, okay, that's normal. Cops shooting at you if you're running. But it's like now it's like that's not normal. That's not okay.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't make
like-
sense. You like watching now, you're like, wait, but
Wait,
they're-
that's not
they're
okay.
running
You
away.
shouldn't be shooting someone who's running away. Yeah.
It's like there's like 5 of y'all. Y'all
They
can
like
chase them down or
normalized
some
that
shit.
though back
Yeah,
then.
definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It's crazy. 5 shoes like seen every episode of. Oh yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, nice. Yes.
We used to go hard on that show.
Yeah, SVU's that jam. I mean,
Me,
I don't
you, and
know.
Andrew. We used to watch that show like every
Like,
day.
all day. Yeah, and it was a shit when Lieutenant Stabler was still there.
Yeah, that
just-
was our boy,
there was just
Christopher
something about
Maloney.
Christopher Maloney. Something about him.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, and why is SVU so much better than all the other Law and Orders?
I
Like
don't
it's written by the
know.
same
They're just-
person. I don't
The
understand.
rest are just trash. I guess they just put their heart into the other one.
Yeah. The kid.
Yeah, Stabler's the best. We actually watched that show with Christopher Maloney, Happy, and we were like, okay, this is gonna be interesting, I
Right.
guess. You know,
Yeah.
like seeing him in this like different way.
Right.
It was okay. Like I thought he was like it was pretty funny still. It was definitely funnier than what I thought it was gonna be.
Right.
Like it could have been a lot worse to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like.
I was just thrown off by that animation.
yeah, I was gonna say because.
by Happy.
Right. Yeah, you had Happy, who's like a 3D animation like horse or whatever, played by Patton Oswalt, which is sick.
Yeah.
Because Patton Oswalt's funny, but like, yeah, it was like super weird. Oh shit, it's my GoPro trying to tell me something.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about that. Yeah,
We need to return that.
We got a GoPro that we immediately need to return.
Yeah, side note, if our camera just shuts down, it's because it's like dying right now. So, but we we'll still have audio.
Right. Yo, it's been a long day. Okay.
Yeah, for real. We've been doing a lot.
So everybody relax. Everybody relax.
We're also getting ready for Punk Black tomorrow
Right.
with Sexy Dex and the Fresh.
Yeah. That's
so
just gonna be lit.
that's
like,
gonna be lit. Yeah.
Our first live stream as a band ever, and then like also first performance in like fucking God knows how long.
Yeah, it's been like when's the last time we performed? I can't remember. I think maybe February. Definitely Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mardi Gras was the
somewhere around
last
that
time.
Um,
It is spooky outside.
Yo.
It's so
no
dark
bullshit.
in it right now.
Yeah, I feel like
In
it's
New
affecting the internet signal too, because I'm connected to the what you call it? Not the fiber optic, but the fucking what is it? It's not wireless.
The Ethernet.
Yes, thank you. God, I don't know why I couldn't figure that shit out. I'm about to just connect to the wireless because I feel like I have better success with that.
Oh my god. I'm so. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't wait to see Black Pantera
Yeah.
from Brazil.
Yeah.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit as fuck, yo.
Ethernet.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So moral of the story, defund America
Defund America.
and fuck the police.
Yeah, for real.
That's how I treat them. Hey, the one thing Kanye West said right. Fuck the police. That's how I treat them. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look,
This
when
is
late
one thing he
registration.
said.
Yeah, right. He did one good thing. Oh,
Yeah.
damn, look.
Damn.
I'm
I don't know. Is this going out of control right now?
We no longer have control of what's going on. Yo, we are falling into the ether.
One of those things at like the car dealerships.
Right. The wacky wavable.
Yeah, what are
inflatable
those things called?
Tube man. Wacky
Tube
wavable.
mans?
Wacky wavable inflatable arm tube man.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are
Yeah,
those?
something like that. But anyway, we should play a video.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, cool. We're gonna play Lussick Puppy. Hope you like that shit. All right, hold on.
You guys remember this one?
Welcome to Lussick Puppy's cooking experience. We're making cookies. Today we're going to be adding our special ingredient, goat meal.
My favorite.
And this is how they will look when they're finished. Ooh, yum. Would you like to have a bite?
Sure, I would love to have a bite. Delicious.
when you find a mate. But your mate might leave you, deceive you. Now suddenly you're evil. This isn't the real you, or is it? Cause I can never see you behind the cold glass. No more answers, raise your hand in the back of the class. But the drawing from the desk came up to my chest and the stress from the throbbing happening. Look at my dress. Fingers filled with love, words are just filter. Look over, suddenly all the glass is gone. I don't make a sound, but I'm trying to be happy. Looking for a girl. Put my hand in the bag of Mickey D's with the soul from the greasy plastic spoon. And the moon used to be made of cheese in the land of make believe, where I didn't walk around with a blade in my sleep. But even then I could pretend that all the boys making noise wouldn't make me cry. And I thought it died. And even now somehow I still get so crazy from how it be so easy. Or was it? Or fuck it? Cause nice and Stacey does it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. How was it? Delicious. But now he's suspicious. I'm vicious. Make every wrong decision. I'm back at the beginning. I'm winning. I'm lying. I'm just tired of trying. 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 I'm just tired of trying.
Oh yeah.
Ooh yeah.
And we back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry
That
about
was
this
Less Sick Puppy.
internet. I think it's the weather or something.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like
definitely.
so glitchy today. Of course, when we want to be all extra and do interviews and stuff, it
Right.
wants to not work with us
Want to be professional and
because we're
important.
being extra. I don't know. We're like, do what you do, play some
Right.
videos, and get out of here.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna do what we do. This is what we can do. But
Exactly.
hopefully the audio's coming through good. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, as long as you guys can hear us, okay.
That's what's mainly important. That's why, you know what? I mean, we're definitely about to do this podcast, and when that shit pops off, then like, you know what I'm saying, all rules are out the window because we can play like all the music all the time, everybody's songs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ben Petty.
Ben Petty.
Yo. What's
Right.
good?
Like, ew, you smell like outside.
Yo, that is a real fucking thing too.
That's definitely a black thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
You smell like outside.
I'm smelling outside. That's so weird how that happens. I wonder why does that happen? You know what I mean? It's like a very specific smell when you come back from being outside for like longer than an hour.
I don't know.
It's wild though.
I know. I just noticed this was a 5.
Oh shit.
So,
Right. Well,
I
I'll take
guess
it
the
off
next-
when we go to play our next
Yeah,
video.
I was like,
Let
shit,
it
I was
charge.
didn't even think. We're running on fumes right now.
No, it's cool. I like this. I like to be under pressure.
At least you do. One of us do.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally fine.
I used to like in school so I could get stuff done
You like to oh wow. Okay.
because it would like motivate me to get things turned in.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it would just stress me out more. But you know, hey. Different
Yeah, I
strokes,
guess
different
so.
folks. That was my
Different
experience.
strokes, different. Yeah, it is. It's cringe.
Wait, what's cringe?
Oh wait, I didn't know if that said cringy or clingy
Oh.
because this like screen is so bright right now.
Zoom. Y'all. Shit is crazy.
Whatever.
Right, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, refresh that
You're
screen.
like, oh, so slow. Like why? Why?
No. But y'all, so
Oh, mother just clinging.
right.
Definitely.
Sure that we've all been following our boy Trump, but like,
Oh
man,
God, I know. I was like, do we even want to like?
do we even
bring
talk about
this
it?
up? But
I
we-
do
it's
just because it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's not even, yeah, like at this point, nothing that he says or like whatever, I'm not expecting to like say this shit and then people be like, whoa, like that's crazy. It's like, we all know like he's
Yeah.
motherfucking
But if-
bigoted, racist.
yeah.
like,
But there's
racist
some
motherfucker.
people who try to be like, oh, you know, he's like, at least he's doing this. It's like, but he's still racist. So
Yeah,
who
and,
cares?
You know,
And if
probably,
you ever needed more proof, here it is.
yeah, like, you know, he like retweeted somebody, like a white supremacist, like, you know, talking shit about Black Lives Matter. He fucking said on, what is it, like the, what was it, like, not Fox News, but like the Fox and Friends or whatever show, like, so basically they were interviewing
But yeah,
him. and
on Fox though.
yeah, and they asked him, like, you know, in response to the demanding of like removing statues and shit like that, like, you know, images that are, you know, inherently racist and honor racist and slave owners, people like that, you know, just people who've oppressed black people for a long time. And he
Yeah.
basically was like, well, you got to know your history, otherwise you'll go back to it. Which like it's
Like,
just
we're
such
not
a
going back to that shit.
yeah, like ain't nobody going back. Like, how is me not having to like look at who enslaved my like ancestors, my like grandparents or great grandparents and shit? Like, how is me not seeing that gonna mean that I'm gonna then
Right,
become a
like
slave?
you'll become a slave. Like you'll be enslaved. Like,
Yeah,
no,
right.
that's not happening again.
Right.
It's definitely not. We actually read unlike you,
Yeah.
so fuck you.
Right. Wait, was the article real where he's real sad and thinking about not running for secretary? Yeah, right. Wishful thinking. I swear
Yeah,
to God,
that
if
is
I,
wishful thinking for
I would
real.
love. I wish that was real so bad. It's like, can you just go away?
Yeah.
Anything. But yeah,
Like, would you just resign? But he's just not happening
not. Yeah.
because there's so many people like him that support him. That's why
Yeah. Also,
they protect him.
He also said that the Black Lives Matter movement was hate speech.
Yeah. He said it was hate speech because they painted it right in front of Trump Towers.
Oh, you mean like literally painting the?
Because the black,
Right.
Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter, and it was like right in front of Trump Towers.
Yeah, and he's like, this is hate speech.
I love how petty they are. I love
right.
it.
And you're like, yeah, we'll just put that
There you
shit
go.
right on your tower, bruh.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, fuck
That's
you,
what
dog.
you Now what? Now.
Lit.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he's like defending the cops. He's like, we shouldn't put money in this. We need to put money into fighting crime.
It's like, no, we don't.
Just say what you really want to say.
Right. It's like stopping black people from.
Yeah, just putting black people in jail. That's what you really want to say.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's like we need to put more money into fighting crime, but it's like, bro, like y'all have been putting all the money into fighting crime, and like look at what it's done. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like, is that helping?
It hasn't
at
helped
all?
shit. And so no, wrong,
No. Yeah.
wrong.
I know it's so great using his own thing on him.
Right.
Well, fuck my news then. What was your news?
Wait, yeah. What's your news?
I'm coming down in a few weeks.
Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah, no, we didn't see that through the chat. Oh,
I did not see that.
fuck yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
fight
God.
crime. But no, seriously, yeah, hit us up when you come down, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, it's not like much
I
we
don't know
can
how
do.
you've been social distancing recently, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Bring your mask.
Bring your mask, you know what I'm saying? Bring your mask, bring your flask. That's right. I said it. But yeah, good shit. Well, hell yeah, we should play our next
Let's play
video.
this other video, and this gives us time to charge our.
Our young
camera.
camera. Not much time, though. But
Yeah, not much time. We need to play Monolith. Why is that not playing yet?
what, Monolith?
Yeah, it's supposed to be playing in the background.
You got it hooked up?
I thought it was on your computer.
Oh, you thought? All right,
Oh.
let's do the next video.
Trifling. Trifling.
So this is I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's either Sartre or Sartre, but it's by Sam Shaheen. It goes by This Is Your Brain on drums. I've known this guy for a long, long time. Cool bro. We went to high school together and have played in many bands together. And just like, you know, a nice knowledgeable individual to have around. So check it out.
Shout out to Sam Shaheen.
Yay.
we were able to charge our camera and it didn't do shit.
Nothing. No,
Great.
That's all right. That's all right.
Is it?
It will be for now. It's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
look. It's gonna have to be. Oh man, y'all. What's going on with the internet? I can't even see y'all in the chat.
Right. Why is it the
Paperwave always figured that out.
This sucks. Never comes through when you need it.
Nah. All right. All right. Good
How's
shit.
it looking on YouTube?
It's happening. It's choppy, but it's happening. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back. We're good.
All right.
Good shit. Man. Missed the fuck out of y'all. I'll tell you what. When we practiced yesterday with the band for like the first time, you know, in preparation for this Punk Black gig, and yeah, it like felt so good. Like honestly, just to play again. Like I sounded like trash, but that's not really important. The important thing is we were having fun, and it was liberating. Cause like I don't know, like I would say we probably don't necessarily like miss playing live shows so much, but I do like miss like being with, you know, people to create. Like that was a great feeling. It was like, damn.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Twitch right now, though.
Oh shit. That's it.
You guys might have to move over to
the
YouTube,
YouTube?
if that's better.
Yeah, I don't know. Can somebody say something? Because I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
someone
anything.
says something. I'm seeing the numbers fluctuating
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Let us know if you are here.
Yeah. Just refreshed.
All right, cool.
I might.
Lady. Where?
YouTube is bae.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cameraman always does shit that.
Sure does. Making it cool.
Yeah, the damn rain. Oh yeah, I know. I was like, why is this rain have to start now?
Right.
It's been teasing us like for days,
For
and now it wants
days.
to rain.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know what? Like, let's do it right now. Right at fucking 6 o'clock. Yeah.
Right.
Also, it's like, I think it's really stupid too that like all it takes is some wind and some rain to like mess up the internet connection here. It's like, damn, like really, all like some shit just has to be like real quick, and it's like, oh shit. Well, like I mean, I guess you like we'll just run at half speed for until whenever.
Right. It's like, all right, that works.
Yeah, if that works for you, man, you know, whatever. But
Good
yeah,
point.
in young other news,
Right. Maybe we should get started on the interview soon.
Oh, yeah.
Since
yeah, we're gonna do it for like 6:45.
yeah, but maybe we could start a little
We
earlier.
can do this shit, yeah, for sure.
Get it set up for y'all.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Well, yeah. Well, we should play the Foes video first, and then.
Okay, you think we should play it before? I was like, what do you think? We should play it before or after
Yeah,
the
I feel like we should
interview?
play it before.
You think before?
Yeah.
All right, that's how you feel.
Yo, that's how I feel. That's how I'm feeling.
All right.
That's what we can do. So yeah. So you know, this is the Foe, otherwise known as DJ Fairy Gothmother, great friend of ours. You know, beautiful human being, does so many great things for so many people, and deserves all the love and support for the things that they do, because they really are just awesome all around, and they make great music. So check
Everything Dexter said.
it. What he said. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's get the Zoom going. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. I think everybody is in. Let's check the Twitch and make sure we can all hear each other.
Right. Should I unmute?
No, I think you're good. No, you're good.
Keep
You
mine
can
muted?
Keep yours muted. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, let me get in this picture. Oh, wow. What's up?
Hey.
I put on my big hair.
No,
No,
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
It's
Yes.
awesome. You look great. Looking amazing. Really,
So
really.
good to see you.
Yeah, for real.
Me too.
So tight. Well, first of all, how are you doing and how you been?
Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down and turn this up. I'm sharing my screen with two different spots, and the audio's coming from two different places. So I'm like, which one's the right one?
Yeah, we're doing the same
We're doing
thing.
the same thing. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm good. I think I'm like in and out of different versions of depression, and so there's like big hits of like creativity, and then I'm like, no, I'm just gonna sleep for 3 days now.
Yeah. I definitely understand that.
Yeah, it's definitely that time. So
BRB for me, real quick. I have to
Okay.
find something.
Gabby's gonna go
Okay.
grab her phone. Oh. Uh-oh. Browser encountered an error while decoding the video. Do I just need to refresh the Twitch? Okay. Well, yeah. So, first of all, or second of all, I want to say, we listened to this record incredible. Like, I don't know. It was one of those things where we were just like listening to it, and like the whole time, you know how you can get lost in something, and like almost to the point that where, like Gabrielle's computer that we're listening to, it just repeats a track over and over after it finishes playing. And I guess the way that you wrote the music, like it all of it ends on beat. So like when the track would restart, it would just sound like it was ongoing, which was amazing. It was just like, yo, like, so we would be listening to like the same song for like 3 different times and didn't even know it, So,
That's, I mean, part of what happened. It's funny in like making these 2 music videos that I've done. I like did them entirely on the videos on my cell phone, and the program that I use, I like would forget to hit the audio part where it doesn't repeat the track over when it finishes. And so I'd be like, wait a minute, isn't the song like 4 minutes long? And then there'd be like 5 minutes worth of video. And I'm like, oh, right. I've like built it in such a way that it can just keep going and not realize that.
Right. Yeah, no, that's amazing. Hold on 1 second. Let me hook up this young camera and charge it.
Oh, I already charged it.
Oh, you got it going?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Look at
Already
that teamwork.
know. Yeah.
All right, cool. Word. Well, let's get with these questions. So, we want to know, how did the foe start?
It was slightly before me starting to be a DJ again. I was dating someone who had maybe higher aspirations of music stuff and is like classically trained in a whole bunch of things. And so we toyed around with maybe making a band together. And I think sometimes, your ambition, or some people's ambition and desire to do something, outweighs like the actual drive to do it. And so I invested in a couple of synthesizers and was writing stuff to perform with them, and they just like could never actually bite the bullet and like do anything, or like we lived together and couldn't find the time to like sit down and make music together. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna do this by myself then, and like just do whatever it is I want,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's nice to have that freedom
Yes.
when you don't have to rely on somebody else to create, especially.
Yeah.
I understand that. What influenced the record for you?
I kind of just miss dance floors a lot right now. I've been having a hard time myself, like even creating mixes for the internet, and I wanted a collection of songs that felt like the kind of dance floor I always wanted to make as a DJ, but was never able to do that because like my audience didn't necessarily want like a dark and heavy floor as much as the album came out to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. So dark, so heavy. Yeah, like let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like I don't know. There's just so many great things about this because it's like we've seen you perform live as the Foe a few times at this point, and like so we've gotten to see like kind of your process a little bit and some of the sounds that you do. So it's just really awesome to like hear that method like applied to like beats. You know what I mean, in a way, or just like a a rhythm, like an actual really pulsing rhythmic drive. Like the whole time. It's just like it just fits so well, and we really like all the really dark like cavernous kind of passages that you use throughout the whole thing. So it's like really it's really cool. Like we were listening to it and we were like, damn, like I would put this like in an action movie or some shit, or I'd put it like as like something very wild happening in
Yeah,
like a
something
horror
animated.
movie or something. Yeah, something
Something's going on.
where just really like pulsing and pounding kind of beat that like makes your heart kind of like feel like it's jumping out of its chest.
That's awesome.
Well, your album's awesome, so thanks.
Thank you.
In
Oh.
general, what are your musical influences? Very curious.
I mean, for this album specifically, I was thinking about artists that I enjoy as a DJ and how they get very close as like techno or beats producers to the thought that I wanted on the album. Like it'll be very polyrhythmic, or it'll be very airy, or it'll be very dark and fast and heavy, but it won't be like all three of them.
Right.
And so I'm not positive that I like completely achieved what I wanted to in every track, but like I tried to think about melding together like the dark and heavy and fast, and then like light and airy spots, and then just like weird polyrhythmic things, and like putting them all together, because I like you don't hear music, or I never find music anyways that's like made with the intention for a dance floor, but isn't necessarily like easily manipulated for DJs. Like I definitely built it way more in DJ mind than I did.
Well, hell yeah, yeah. I would love to go to a club and be in a smoky room. You know what I mean, where people are kind of just like smoking cigs in the corner and this shit's playing, and you know what I mean, we're all dancing to our death. You know what I mean? It's very cool. What is this? Oh, what do you think the future of like music making and like distributing said music is and like kind of will be, or really just like what's been your experience and how do you feel, and like what do you think is going to be the future of that?
It's interesting. I'm doing my best with the like little bit of money I have right now to support the people that I love music.
Yeah.
Like I think because like everyone's kind of stuck at home, there's a lot more and more stuff happening right now, and so maybe you'll miss something from someone that you like, or you'll miss something that you don't know.
Yeah.
And like receiving stuff digitally is really easy, but then like I'm waiting for 2 different records on vinyl that are stuck in Germany, because that's where their distributor is, and Germany's not shipping out anything right now. Like if you order something from Germany, they're just not sending it outside of the country.
Oh wow.
Like I have no idea.
Right.
But it's hard to think about like how like the just like digital music platform in general is going to keep pushing along when there is more and more and more from like everybody all the time.
Right.
'Cause I feel like you start to like mute yourselves even.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because you like I feel like you need to get
It's,
away
like,
with it because
oversaturated.
you're confronted with it constantly. Yeah,
And like, you know, oversaturation is not necessarily bad in most cases, but like in this instance where like you want your stuff to be heard and you want people to see it, like you, I guess like for me myself, I was hanging out with a friend who was like, what else are you working on? And I was like, I've actually pumped the brakes on other ideas, because if I'm pushing too much,
Mhm.
then people aren't going to see what's already there.
Exactly. Yeah, we were just talking about that, like finishing a project and then building on that, like marketing that, pushing that instead of always trying to do something new, finish something new, you know? And you
Yeah.
kind of can get on that track, especially if you're on Instagram and you just always feel like you have to post something new, you know? Like you have to like
Yeah.
it has to be fresh, or like you just feel like people's attention span is just so short. So it's like I don't know. It's hard
yeah,
to like keep up with it.
Exactly. And like that was when I was like showering and getting ready for the show today. I was thinking about that, and like I released another video today, and I'm like, maybe instead of jumping on this next album idea that I have, maybe I make a video for every track on this album,
Yeah.
work throughout that, and then move on to like the next project, because then it's just pushing this out.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. And it's like yeah, because how else are you gonna do that? And it's like once you release something, it's out there, and so like the you know the hype around that, like like wanting to build a hype around it becomes increasingly harder when like there's you know all you have is the internet really to kind of push that. So yeah, you know, I feel that. I feel like you know definitely like we all said, just like do your thing, put it out, and then work on that till it's finished.
Right.
Heard that.
Yeah, for real. We're all going
Yeah.
through that.
Okay, well, is there something that you think that is missing from music, or something that you like to see more of?
I mean, falling back to the stuff I've been talking about, and I mean, you two know me as well. Like I think now in this time where there is a lot more of everything, um, we're seeing support from our friends, but I feel like part of that like oversaturation and muting is not allowing us to branch out into other people as much,
Yeah.
because like you know, people are I'm probably in the same situation as me, where like they have this amount of attention, and then it's gone, and they don't want to expand. And so what I feel like is missing is like people being able to expand past what they know and finding new stuff, or like sharing the new stuff that they find. And that's like a mission that you two are doing, and it's working. But like how do we do that on a grander scale?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
the back of our minds all the
Like,
time.
All the time. Seriously, yeah. Like that is it. That is the next, you know, plateau, next mountain or whatever that we gotta climb, gotta figure out.
I guess it's a lot of times finding a person that's really good with networking and marketing and connecting you with certain groups that, you know, can put you in these different platforms
Right.
that we don't have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like now if we just knew that person.
If we just
and
knew
we
that
could
person, yeah, there's just
put
like
someone
certain
who,
people
like,
that
was
are,
good.
yeah, you like have to find someone that's like what they're into. You
Yeah.
know, they're like finding different connects
Yeah.
and just branching out. I don't know.
And they're out there.
Yeah.
Not always easy to find, or like the publicist thing. Like publicists are awesome, but like I don't have money.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That shit is expensive.
No, and
Right. Like 500.
you want to make sure people get paid, but
Right.
yeah, who can do that right now?
Right.
I feel like I've always think about that. I'm like, sometimes you have to think of a friend that's really good with communicating with others, or just, you know, talks to a lot of people. I don't know. That's what I always
Yeah.
think of, because I always think of like a friend of mine, or actually my sister. She's really good with communicating with like large groups of people. or just getting people's attention. I'm like, how can I like use you? Like, how can you help me with, how can we team up with like what you're really good at? Because with me, it's like I like to focus on music, and with you, you like to focus on connecting with people. So
You mean your sister?
with my sister Bianca, yeah. So it's like you have to think of ways you can, team up with people.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I mean, yeah. No, I hear that, but how do we figure it out?
Yeah.
Well, last question. What's next for the foe?
Well, I mean, if it's not, as I was saying, like making a video for every song, the like next album idea that I have, which I was trying to do with this one, is combining more of the no wave aspect and more of the dance floor. But I think like in the back end, like production side, is maybe record like an hour long of like my weird violin cello thing, an hour long track of that, and then making beats behind it. And so it like as a concept runs literally the entire album instead of tracks, and then just like split it up into tracks for the release. Because I'd like, I feel like you don't see concept albums that much anymore, and I like to think in No Wave as it being like a long progression of like, this could just be for a film, or this could just be like an entire episode of TV or whatever. It's like the soundtrack for an entire thing.
Right.
That just continues. And so like musically, that's where my brain is headed. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, sick. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you still making concept albums.
Yeah.
Because someone like me who wants to listen to, like, I could be listening to dark synth, and then another minute I'm listening to trap music, and then I have like all these different songs. I'm like, how am I gonna make this work? I don't know, but I just like, I can respect when someone is able to keep it conceptual. Like,
Well, and I don't think that it's like entirely not possible
Right.
to even do that. Like if you want like yourself to do a dark synth album that has trap and has bounce and like goes all the way through it, like that's a thing that can happen.
right.
But yeah, like how do you train your brain and your mind to do that? Like you have to have the constraint to stick to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we commend you.
That's why I commend you. Yeah. I'm like,
That's we struggle.
That's like one of the biggest struggles for both of us, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, thank you so
You're
much.
both awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yo, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Yes, and doing
Thank
this
you.
very
Yes.
haphazard kind of situation with the internet. and
I'm
whatnot.
sorry the weather. I mean, it's not like we control the weather, but
Yeah.
this is just had to fuck up our internet.
Yeah, but it won't be the last interview. Well, cool.
Yeah,
One of many.
weather awful.
Hate it.
Hate it. Fuck you.
It's broke and ashy.
Broken
all right.
ashy.
Well, cool. Well, yeah. We'll say our goodbyes. This was an interview with DJ Fairy Godmother,
It was
going
good
by
to
the
see
phone
you,
for this
Quill.
project. It's great to see you.
You
Your
too.
glory.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
See,
Yeah,
see you in a few
soon. Very
seconds.
soon.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yo, yo, yo.
Hey.
What's up?
That's the camera?
That is the camera.
Oh, okay. Well, it's about to die any second, so bye.
But yeah, y'all, thanks so much for sticking around with us. Thank you, DJ Fairy Godmother, for the wonderful
AKA
interview
The Foe.
and the sick music.
Make sure you guys get on Monolith. It's the pre-orders already available, but you can get the album for sure tomorrow.
Right,
Full album tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's on Bandcamp. If you put in 666 The Foe at bandcamp.com, or .bandcamp.com rather, you can pre-order the album. It's fucking sick. Do yourself a favor and do that shit.
Yes.
And while you're at it, you know what I'm saying, send us give us a follow, a like, whatever, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to our Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube.
Follow us.
Follow us.
Hashtag follow me.
Yeah, because, you know, we do this
Follow
shit every week.
DJ Fairy Godmother on Instagram. Do that right now.
Yes.
Do it right now. Do
Right.
it. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in once again.
Yes. So we're going to cut this here. So, you know, much love to y'all, and thank y'all for being here. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you to Sam Shaheen.
Yeah, shout out.
Thank you.